So in this video, we're going to do some examples. So the directions say to write the domain and range of each relation, and then determine if the domain is discrete or continuous. So looking at number 1, I see I just have a bunch of points listed here, or plotted. And so since they're just plotted right here, this is going to be discrete. And since it's discrete, that means I'm just going to be listing some numbers for my domain. So I'm only wanting the certain values. And so, remember my domain is all of my x. So this first point, I see that's at 0. Second point is at 1. Then 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And remember my x's are all down here. It's the horizontal. If it helps, you could also write these points out. So this is 0, 6, 1, 5, 2, 4, 3, 3, 4, 2, 5, 1, and 6, 0. So my x's are always that first number in the coordinate. And then for my range, that's all my y values. So I'm going to look at the second coordinate, and that's going to be this vertical axis. And I see that's also all the numbers from 0 through 6, or all the integers. Okay, now let's look at number 3. So for number 3, I see I have a line. It's all connected. So since it's all connected, this is going to be continuous. And then for my domain, remember this is everything from left to right. So the furthest left this goes is at 0. The furthest right this graph goes is at 6. And I see both of these are closed circles, so I'm going to have the strictly less thans. And remember, for these compound inequalities, that the arrows always point to the left. That is super important. They always point to the left. Okay, and now for my range, this is going the farthest, how far the graph goes down below and how high up it goes. So you're going to go up, down for this. So the lowest point in the graph is here, so that's going to be at 0. And since this is range, I have a y in the middle. And then the highest up it goes is at 6. And then everything was closed circles, so I have less than or equal to. Okay, go ahead and pause this video, and I want you to try number 2 and 4 on your own. Okay, so the answer you should have gotten for number 2, for domain, that's going to be the integers from 0 to 6. Again, you find those numbers down below here. And then for range, it was the numbers from 2 through 8. I see it started at 2 on my first point, and it went all the way up to 8. And since these were just points plotted on this graph, this one was discrete. Okay, and then for domain and range on this one, this was all connected. I had a line there, so this is continuous. The domain, that's all my how far left the graph goes to how far right it goes. And so I see the furthest left it went was 0. The furthest right it went was 6. And then for range, that's how up and how far down it goes. I see the lowest point in the graph was at 2, and the highest point in the graph was at 5. Okay, that's it for this video. In the next one, we'll get even more practice with domain and range.